Today we're going to talk about elapsed time. Let's look at this problem. Megan loves to eat donuts. She needs to get up though at 6:05 a.m. in order to get to the donut shop when it opens up at 6:45 a.m. How long does it take Megan to get to the donut shop? So I'm going to cross out this first sentence because it doesn't matter to the problem. I'm going to circle 6:05 a.m. because that is the time that Megan needs to get up. And I'm going to circle 6:45 a.m. because that's the time that the donut shop opens. Now here it says, how long does it take Megan to get to the donut shop? How long does it take is going to be part of our answer. So I'm going to compare 6:05 and 6:45. I can first look at the hours and I can see that both of them are 6. Since both of them are 6, I know that the time is going to be relatively small. Now 6:05 to 6:45. I'm going to go ahead and count up by 5s using a number line. I chose that way because the hours stay the same and it won't take me that long to draw a number line. So my number line starts at 6:05 and it ends at 6:45. I'm now going to go ahead and draw in the lines. With 6:05, then I know it's 6:10, 6:15, 6:20, 6:25, 6:30, 6:35, 6:40, and then 6:45 is where I end. Now it doesn't matter if your number line has equal spacing as long as you have the correct number of lines to begin counting by. So I start at 6:05 and I'm going to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I know that it took Megan 40 minutes in order to get to the donut shop. Now, I know that because I counted up by 5s, and I made sure that I had the right amount of spacing in between. Although that my number line doesn't look like I have the same amount of spacing in between each one, each time I added 5 to it in order to get all the way from 6:05 to 6:45. Your final answer again is going to be 40 minutes. Let's look at this one. It is 7:12 p.m. Cameron must get the latest glittery nail polish that is going on sale at 7:40 p.m. She lives 38 minutes away from the store. Will she make it in time? Why or why not? Well, I know that it's 7:12 p.m., which is important. It's not really important that she's getting the latest glittery nail polish, but it is important that it's going on sale at 7:40. It's also important that she lives 38 minutes away from the store. Now I need to answer, will she make it in time? And I also need to explain why or why not. So I'm going to compare the times 7:12 and 7:40. I can tell by looking at them that the hour is the same. They're both in the 7 o'clock hour. So now I'm going to look at the minutes. I need to compare 40 and 12. Now I'm going to go ahead and make another number line. I'm going to mark it off by 5s though. I chose to make my first mark at 7:15 p.m. because that's the closest 5 that's going up to 7:12. My next mark is going to be 7:20, and then I have 7:25, then I have 7:30, 7:35, and then I would have 7:40. Now I'm going to use the number line to figure out if she's going to make it in time. I'm going to find the difference there is between 7:12 and 7:40. But this time I'm going to go ahead and count backwards so I can count by 5s easier. So I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So from 7:15 to 7:40 I have 25 minutes. I'm going to use that, and I also need to figure out between 7:12 and 7:15. And I know that the difference would be 3 minutes. So I'm going to take 25 minutes plus 3 minutes, and I know that that's going to equal 28 minutes. So it's from 7:12 to 7:40, and it takes 38 minutes to get there for Cameron. Is she going to make it in time? No, because she only has 28 minutes to get there. Problem number 3 says Jake is going to see the newest Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie at 4:25. The movie gets over at 6:15. how long is the movie? So I need to compare 4:25 and 6:15. I also know the question asks, how long is the movie? The rest of this doesn't matter, and I'm going to go ahead and cross it off so I don't get confused. So looking at the numbers 4:25 and 6:15, I'm going to compare them, and I can see that one's in the 4 o'clock hour and one's in the 6 o'clock hour. And I know that the difference between 4 and 6 is going to be about 2 hours. So right now I'm going to estimate an answer of about 2 hours. That way I know that I'm going to be close to that if I have a reasonable answer. Now I'm going to take this information and I'm going to go ahead and make a number chart. That's going to start at 4:25 and it's going to end at 6:15. Now using this information I can see that they both end in 5s. But counting by 5s would be a bit unreasonable. So the first jump I'm going to have is from 4:25 to 5:25. And I know that that is an hour. I can do another jump from 5:25 to 6:25, but that's too far. But I know that it's just 10 minutes too far. So I can take what I have, which would be 2 hours, and subtract just that 10 minutes. So 2 hours would be 120 minutes minus 10 minutes from that extra little bit, and I have 110 minutes. Now I need to convert that into an hour, which would be 1 hour and 50 minutes. Now, I'm going to use this to make sure that I have a pretty reasonable answer with my estimated guess of 2 hours. I know that 2 hours is only 10 minutes away from 1 hour and 50 minutes, which means that my real answer is reasonable. Problem 4. Dylan has a track practice at 4:20 p.m. He gets out of school at 3:45. It takes 42 minutes to get to the track field. Will he make it in time for practice? Why or why not? So I know that practice starts at 4:20. He gets out of school at 3:45, and it takes 42 minutes to get to the field. My question is, will he make it in time for practice? Why or why not? I need to make sure that I'm going to be comparing 4:20 and 3:45. Now I can see that one is in the 4 o'clock hour and one's in the 3 o'clock hour. And I need to see if it's going to be 42 minutes or less. I can do that by making a number line. I can start with 3:45 and I can go up to 4:20. I'm going to go ahead and start going by 15 because I know 15 more minutes would be 4 o'clock. I'm going to write 15 minutes so I don't forget. And from 4 o'clock to 4:15 would be another 15 minutes. And I know from 4:15 to 4:20 would be 5 minutes. Now I'm going to add that up. 15 minutes plus 15 minutes plus 5 minutes. I know it's going to be 35 minutes. Now using this information, Dylan only has 35 minutes to get to practice, but it takes 42 minutes to get to the field. Is he going to make it in time? No, he's not. Dylan only has 35 minutes to get to the track field, but it's 42 minutes away, so he won't make it in time for practice.